Are you looking for the best AV to HDMI converter? In this video we will look at some of the best AV to HDMI converter the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. RUPU AV/RCA to HDMI converter. You will need a converter if you want to connect your older AV devices to a newer HDMI TV or monitor. One of the best available is the RUPU AV/RCA to HDMI converter, and its operation is incredibly simple. Simply connect your AV cables to the input, then connect an HDMI cable to your television or monitor from the output. It's that easy. The adapter is easy to use and has a great HDMI output compatible with 1080p and 720p resolutions. It's quite possibly the best converter based on the rundown and conditions of fabricating quality. An external USB cable powers the adapter, and the dock has a switch button for selecting the output resolution. The PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, N64, Wii U, STB, VHS, VCR, and Bluebeam Blu-ray players are viable with this composite to HDMI converter. You can also use it with TVs because it supports PAL, NTSC 3.58, NTSC 4.43, SECAM, PAL/M, and PAL/N formats. Number 2. Tai Composite HDMI converter. It makes it simple to connect an older VCR or gaming console to a new HD TV or console. The lack of audio output options and possible compatibility issues with certain equipment are two minor drawbacks of the product. However, compared to the unit's positive aspects, these are easy to overlook. It always delivers on its promises and appears to be a high-quality product that will last long. This AV to HDMI adapter is compatible with PlayStation 2, Xbox, Nintendo 64, Wii, STB, VHS, VCR, and DVD players, as well as other devices with a standard composite AV output. Effectively convert RCA sign to an HDMI yield which can show on television, VHS, VCR, DVD recorders, and so forth. You can use this product with a PS2, PS3, and PC to play games on my monitor. The game's logos and text are rendered flawlessly on the monitor. Number 3. TUNGI AV to HDMI converter. The best feature of this converter is that it can upscale content and output HDMI at a resolution of up to 1080p. You won't have to buy a separate HDMI 1.3 cable because the box is just one. An external USB cable powers this converter and is simple to set up and use. Additionally, it supports various standard TV formats, making it an adaptable device for home entertainment. Besides that, it has extraordinary varieties and subtleties and is extraordinarily easy to utilize. It is compatible with all RCA output devices, including Blu-ray DVD players, VHS and VCR players, Xbox, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3. It is also compatible with all television formats, including PAL, NTSC 3.58, NTSC 4.43, SECAM, PAL/M, and PAL/N. This makes it ideal for connecting an older video game console, camcorder, or VCR to a more recent television. RCA to HDMI converter adapter. The cable is used to convert analog composite input to HDMI 1080p, 60Hz output, displayed on a 1080p, 60Hz, HD TV/monitor. Input ports, 1x RCA female, yellow, white, red, output ports, 1x HDMI 1.3 1080p. Not support 3D and 4K, not support HDMI converts to AV. AV to HDMI converter, plug and play, easy to install and operate, powered by external USB cable. Note, please hook up the USB power cable, included, to 5V1A power source during use, not included power supply. Number 4. Ghana Composite HDMI converter. Ghana is well known for its extensive selection of adapters and converters, making it one of the most well-known brands. The outer casing of this AV to HDMI adapter is made of metal and is relatively small. As a result, its build quality is unaffected. Moving toward the components, it offers two objective decisions for HDMI yield, 720p and 1080p, which can be easily traded using the switch. Because it supports PAL, NTSC 3.58, NTSC 4.43, SECAM, PAL/M, and PAL/N, as well as laptops and PCs with their own HDMI computer monitors, Xbox, PlayStation 3, and 4, it is an excellent converter for use with standard televisions. It takes care of a lot more old things, such as the Nintendo 64, VCRs or VHS players, various cameras, and early DVD players. Number 5. ABlue AV to HDMI Converter. This converter is the ideal solution if you want to connect your older RCA/AV devices to your HD TV. With this converter, you will have no trouble connecting your VCR, DVD player, or any other AV device to your HDMI television or monitor. An HDMI cable and power adapter are included in the converter so you can get started. You can transform your analog RCA composite input using the ABlue RCA/AV to HDMI converter into a modern HDMI 720p/1080p output. This converter is simple to use and works well with many different devices, like PS2, PS3, Xbox, N64, Wii, STB, VHS, VCR, and DVD players. Additionally, this converter is compatible with any power source thanks to the USB power cable. Color accuracy, resolution, and finer details are all provided by sophisticated signal processing. It's over. You can now use your older AV devices to watch and listen to high-definition video and audio.